Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. So we had to wait quite a long time, but this week, after the long wait that seemed to take eternity, we finally got to read One Piece chapter 800, and you know what, it was quite worth it. And it went down exactly as I expected it to go down, with Luffy basically saying he didn't want to be their captain, telling them to do whatever they want, basically the same thing that he said in the last chapter, and naturally they were like, well, fuck you, we're going to be fleet anyway, this is what we want to do. And that's pretty much what we got throughout this chapter. It wasn't massively packed with stuff, it was mainly the guys on the Yonta Maria giving their services to Luffy, and Luffy refusing to drink the sake, and you know, peppered with a few moments of Zoro being like, well, if you're not going to drink it, pass it here, this is good shit. And it's kind of funny because over the last couple of weeks, while waiting for this chapter to come out, I've kind of passed the time by reading comments about the situation with the fleet, and so many people are saying it's way too early in the story for this, or Luffy shouldn't even have a fleet, it should just be Luffy and the Straw Hats. And to both of these things I say, bullshit. You know, firstly, the manga started back in 1997, we're now in 2015. That's 18 years, and it's taken 18 years just for this to happen. The problem is, very slowly we're now building to the climax of the manga, pieces are being put in place for the Great War that's coming at the end. And if we're literally going to add boatloads of new characters, we need to get started now. We don't know how long future arcs are going to be, and 10 years might seem like a long time. But you know, when you're dealing with such long arcs, 10 years goes nowhere. Also, you've got to factor Oda's health into this as well. We've had quite a few breaks this year, and we may get a lot more in future. But really, this is perfect timing because we're going to be seeing stronger and greater numbers of enemies. The Yonko are on the horizon, and if it were just Luffy and the Straw Hats, as strong as what they are, it would just seem wrong, they would seem way too overpowered. And on top of that, it just adds something new into the mix because it might help break some of the monotony of the way that things usually go down, because as much as I like One Piece, I've got to be quite honest with you, throughout this arc, and really throughout the whole show, things at times tend to become unbearable. I mean, look at this arc again, for example. How many chapters did Luffy spend running to Doflamingo? It was quite a few. And, you know, it's like, week 1, he's still running. By week 4, he's still running. And you get to week 5, oh no, he's not going in the right direction, now he's got to turn around and run all the way back again. At least with this new Grand Fleet, during those times, some of those wasted panels could go towards the fleet, seeing them make new bonds, making deals to help the Straw Hats in future. I mean, that's just food for thought, but I think it'd be a good idea. Also, during this chapter we see the Yonta Maria under fire, and Fujitora uses that load of rubble he's been holding in the sky to help out the new Straw Hat fleet. And I have to say, even though he's a marine, I actually quite like Fujitora as a character. The guy's an absolute beast, and I find the situation quite funny because it's funny how it takes the guy who can't see to really look at the Straw Hats and go, you know, these guys really aren't that bad. I mean, I get the fact that these guys are there to be the bad guys in the show, but Jesus, they've saved a shitload of countries. Yeah, of course, they're obviously some evil motherfuckers. But I'm wondering though, letting the Straw Hat fleet like this, he's obviously going to be met with some kind of punishment. What do you guys think is going to happen to Fujitora? Will he be demoted? Will he be exiled or what? Because it's not the first time that he's resisted. I mean, the guy really did everything in his power not to go after Luffy and the crew, so surely something's going to happen to him. Anyway, today we had a pretty good chapter, and I'll probably give this, I'll be generous and give this a 9 out of 10. We got some progression with the Straw Hat fleet, it opens a lot of doors of opportunity, and it really shows how far Luffy and his crew have come. So anyway, that's it for this review. Thank you for watching. Kuro Hollow signing out.